Hey there, I'm glad y'all could make it. Just got some exciting news from the world of shop talk, and I wanted to share it with everyone because I know how everyone loves to talk shizop. So, two people are waiting, and there might not still be there. Douglas McBricken, Brick by Brick. What's up? I'm glad you all could make it. With your busy YouTubing schedules, you got to make that cash, right? So I can't be real loud, but I'd like to be. Hey, DMK. Mark just got done with work here, trying to figure out how to use computers. And I got my official graph from YouTube today. They sent this in the mail. Um, I started the stream late because I was on a conference call with YouTube, some of the higher ups, and they wanted me to do a stream on talking shop with all of you and how to get more likes, views, subscribers, that kind of stuff. That way, you can be an overnight success on your first try. You can put one upload up and you can win the whole YouTube game just by following these simple, easy steps. So hold on, my producer is down here right now. I have to make sure everything is good to go. So I am going to mute myself for a second. Please bear with me. Okay, so I got in some serious trouble from my producers. They don't like my activity. They said it's going to be bad for my channel if I make fun of um, tricking people into becoming your victims of content. So they said it's not a good idea, so that means I should probably do that. Okay, yeah, the graph fell. YouTube sent it, so it's probably booby trapped. That's why I said booby trap. So the sign, who cares about the sign? I got hit. And yeah, is this my first Hangout stream? Yes, this is my first Hangout stream. Thank you for coming. I figured, yeah, it did cost a fortune. I had to have the higher ups at YouTube send it to me. So this got like FedExed overnight from YouTube headquarters. Um, yeah, so they wanted me to do this. My producers say no. Oh, hey, Charlie's peeping. He wants to see how to build his YouTube channel and make it into a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. What we're going to do here is do the corporate ins and outs of how to abuse the system and trick people into thinking that they like your content. So it's pretty easy to do. There's a lot of ways to do it. You can bribe. Bribery works really good. Blackmail, if you know something bad about them, use that against them. Say, if you don't subscribe and watch all my videos, I am going to tell people about your secret identity or letters about your journal or something. So you can do that. There's betrayal, scams, lies. You have to find stupid people. Stupid people are great if you need subs. Stupid people are great if you need anything at all. Idiots are like they don't know any better. So you pull the wool over the eyes. You got greed. That feeds everything. You can see this graph is all made of real statistics. You have the three different colored lines showing stuff. Innocence lost, pestilence, YouTube. A good way is to get people sick. They're bedridden. They have to watch YouTube. They have nothing else to do. So spread diseases, and then they will sub to you when you spread these diseases. There's deceit. deceit is kind of, these two things go together, greed and deceit. When you use these corners, then you get all this lines. You know what I mean? So you want these lines because if you check your graphs and charts all the time, it makes YouTube more fun. And if you check your numbers, you want to know all the numbers, the important numbers, that makes YouTube fun. Then you'll be like, oh, I'm having fun because I know all the numbers. Okay, so you got what I'm saying, right? You got all the numbers, you got the deceit, you've got greed. You got to make sure that if people want you to do something, you do it, even if you don't want to. Act a certain way, even if it's not how you would normally act. Go ahead and do it. Like it's not important to enjoy yourself or care about anything except accomplishing the goal and the guidelines that are set from YouTube. Like they bring these guidelines to make your life better. If you follow their rules and do as they say, you need to obey YouTube, and then you will be rewarded with happiness, love, all the things that, money. You can use the money to buy love, use the money to buy happiness, stuff like that. So yeah, take notes. You're gonna need to take notes if you want to get super rich. Oh, Hooter can go live, so that's fine. If they want to go watch that, Drivel. This is an educational stream teaching you how to get a lot of stuff for doing basically nothing. All you have to do is be not you. You take your principles, your morals, you throw them over your shoulders. Like, what? And then blammo, you're rich. Okay, so what you do is you take a premise like, so you take this is a kid's toy, right? Kids like this. So then you kind of use this as your like your foothold, right? So here's your foothold, and then once you got your feet on the Lego, then you step up and up, and pretty soon you're more famous than Lego themselves just by using this official YouTube shop talk. So if you read the description, we're not allowed to talk about anything but YouTube shop talk, specifically Lego YouTubing, because that's what I'm best at. I've made tens of thousands of dollars in the last week just on YouTubing alone. I take that money and I show it to people who don't have any money, and then I start it on fire. And I go, it's too bad you don't have any. And then they feel bad, and I laugh. So you got all these things working for you. Now, I was going to screen share some stuff. Yeah, these aren't my analytics. These are the analytics of YouTube fame as a whole. So you use these, and they counteract with each other to create they create a subsystem of factual numbers and numericals, and then you can use those against people. You can use it as a weapon. Like you say, they got this many views. Look at my view time. I got 4 million subs. I got 700 likes. I got 4 million comments. Everybody loves everything I do. So then you win. That's how you're going to win. Okay. So these analytics aren't for me, because it would be my analytics just go like this. It's like straight to the top and breaks through the top of the thing. They said they couldn't make a graph for it because there's not a big enough piece of paper. So, yeah. So, exactly, dude. See, if you obey your master, the master of puppets is pulling your strings. So, what that's going to do is you can pull the strings of littler puppets, and then you have a bigger puppet, and then it branches into one. Who knows what the head puppet master is? But we're just, it's basically, if you ever heard of like, there's a lot of legitimate business practices called pyramid scheme. And what you do is you make money off making other people do work below you, and they do the work in hopes of someday making some money. And you just collect the money, and then everybody down low, you ride on their shoulders while they trudge through, trying to survive. And then it's basically like it's a way to be able to use people, and they like it. So that's the thing that's going on, and that's what I brought you here today, because I know that people have been wondering how to do this. And as you can see, we have an orange line. That's important. Orange. You have, I don't know what this is. It might be like blue or light blue, maybe. And then we got a green line, and the green line is important because green equals money. So the money's all over, but as long as it ends up, so here would be like your pockets right there. That is going to be how you do this. It's really simple. You just trick 1,000 people into liking you. They have to hit the sub thing and keep it hit. They can't unhit it. And then you could make a video like this one, or even dumber, or even more sarcastic. It doesn't matter. People love sarcasm. So what you do is you make these videos and then you tell them they have to watch it. You say, well, if you're subbed, you have to watch my video, right? And then you have to hit that like, because if you don't, then it's like you didn't even watch it. Also comment. And if they comment, then and you reply, they have to like your reply. Otherwise, it doesn't all work. So it's not hard to do. The world is made up. This is a real statistic. 99% of the world are idiots. So, which is right here. You can use that to your advantage. You're probably in the 99 percentile. I also am. So we're all idiots. Probably the only people that are actually smart are like people that aren't people, like animal people, because they just like do what they need to do to live happily. And that's it. They don't do anything else. But now if you're an idiot, you want to like take other idiots and be a smarter idiot than they are. So that makes you a more smarter idiot. So that's what you want to do eventually. You need to have a lot of fraud, a lot of unscrupulous behavior. Otherwise, so I just want to double check. Did everyone in the chat, did they read the description? Because if you didn't read the description, you can leave. The description is vital to this video working for you. So go ahead and do that now. I'll give you a few minutes to do that, in case you're not a good reader. No, Indigo did not make this for me. YouTube sent this to me. I'm like, oh. Yeah, the cardboard is brown. This is actually it's cardboard plated gold, because YouTube made this for me at their like YouTube graph factory. So, but it's gold on the inside. You just can't see it. And the other brown, yes, my brown eye is winking, Ken. Yeah, there is a camo in this pyramid scheme. If you want to see how the pyramid scheme works, I'm not doing a video on that right now. Go watch. There's a Slayer video called there's a Slayer video. It has pyramids and camels and stuff in it. It's I think Reign of Blood or Seasons in the Abyss, maybe. Yeah, so go watch that. That'll teach you how to do pyramid schemes. Yeah, exactly. If you take people's fingers off, you want them to basically have like bloody stumps, because they're trying to like get unsub and stuff. They can't do it. Or what you could do is hack their computer and take that feature off, the unsubbing feature. Decomputation. Yeah, that's when you take compost and you turn it back into regular like fruits and vegetables. So like you have all this compost, it's like rotted like vegetation, and then you turn it back into edible food by molding it, like shaping it into like a carrot or something. That's decomputation. So yeah, you also, if you ring that bell, that'll help, because then it will tell you when it's mandatory that you watch, because the bell will say, hey, it's like Pavlov's dog. The bell goes off and then you're like, I gotta watch this video because I'm subbed to this person. It's a rule. These aren't like suggestions or choices. So just remember that when you're subbing to people. Choose wisely, because you literally, if you don't watch their stuff, you can get in trouble from YouTube. There's going to be some laws going into place that Trump is doing, where you can legally be held against your will for an unnamed number of days, years, or months if you do not watch every YouTube video ever made. So where was the off-topic statement? Oh, you did read the description finally? I'm like, yeah. go shoot your video, and if you tag me in it and tell people to sub to me, that would help. And then I'll trade subs with you, and then we can trade likes, and I'll trade a comment or something. Like you can I'll let you put one of your comments on loan to me. You know what I mean? And then yeah, it can go viral. All you have to do is follow these easy steps. Um, all of this and everything I'm saying equals viral. And see right here, you're gonna see right here with the viral. That's the pestilence. Pestilence is when disease is spread over a large area and it infects your brain like a parasitic worm. That's the pestilence I'm talking about, and that's the key. And pestilence, most people think of it as a bad thing, but in this situation, it's good. It's like happy pestilence, and you infect these people, and then they go viral, and they're literally sick, and there's no cure for the pestilence. So it's pretty good, pretty potent pestilence, if you will. I like pronouncing the P's of the potent pestilence. Anyway, so good job. Yeah, all you have to do is make, like, I'll do sometimes a 17-hour video, and it'll just be like a rock. Like, just put a camera on a rock. People love that stuff. They're like, and call it, you could call your channel This Rocks. And people will watch and they'll be like, look at this 17 hours of the rock. Maybe it'll move. I don't know. Better watch, because I subbed. So that's a good idea. If anyone wants to use that, it's free. You just have to send me a check for $300 and you can have This Rocks channel. So now you want subs. What happened, Mr. Chop? I don't want subs. I have, what am I at? 29 million subs right now. I think I have most of the YouTube like people on there. I don't know how many more people watch YouTube, but 29 million should be about everybody, right? I'm not good with numbers. That's why there's no numbers on my graph. Yeah, that would be good. You could call it rain into stream. And you could show where the rain actually runs off into a stream, and that would be like the connection. Like you're streaming the rain, it's falling into the stream. It's a vicious cycle. People have to watch because it's mind-blowing stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa. I have thousands of ideas. I can sell you these ideas. Low prices. I don't charge much because I have so many ideas and I can't use them all. So if you guys need ideas, blammo, hit me up. PewDiePie has over 90 million subs, but a lot of those are just the same person twice. So it's like a lot of it doesn't count if you do like just one sub from every human. It's 29 million. And what is the smells of wet dog? That's what PewDiePie probably smells like, because he just sits in his own filth and makes crappy videos that idiots watch and drool over. That's cool. And soft jazz. Yeah, I like that. That'll get people in there. Soft jazz, rain, rocks, anything really. If you have a feather, you could film a feather. And you could call it Birds of a Feather Stream Together. Huh? Come on, that's just you on the panel, and then there's a feather, and you can interview the feather. That's a good idea. And what about subliminal messages, CIA stuff? Yeah, and that comes into the deceit, and that also comes into the lies and betrayal. Also fake, false words of that manner, F words. So yeah, you want to make them think they have to watch or they might die. And that's basically the best way is fear. So why don't we add that? Good idea. Thank you, Douglas. Douglas, have you done this before? So really in the end, you've got fear. And the fear will be generated by the statistics and the need to watch. So thank you for that. YouTube does approve them. They actually told me if you don't have subliminal messages in your videos, you're probably not going to get super rich. That's why I'm super rich. Yeah, inactive things are good to stream with. Hi, Mikey J Gaming. We are teaching about shop talk, and this is official. So I can't make this stuff up. I mean, it's trademarked and it's registered trademarked. So double like official, basically. Yeah. Really? Then you can leave, Mikey J. PewDiePie is a drooling moron with the brain the size of, I don't know, maybe this 1x1 cheese whip. There's PewDiePie's brain. And he uses memes. He uses things other people create to make money. And that way you don't have to actually be creative, funny, smart, any of that stuff, because you take what other people have done and then you just use that and then you show it again and you say, look at this. And then they're like, whoa, that's so cool. I love that you showed me something that someone else did. Because I wouldn't have seen it, and screw the person who did it because they don't deserve any credit. That's why all my like builds and stuff, I have hired people. They build all this stuff. I don't know I don't even know how to spell Lego. So PewDiePie basically, if you like PewDiePie, then you have probably a brain aneurysm. Maybe you had gotten an accidental about, I don't know. But memes are stupid, and if you can't be funny on your own, you need a meme to like be funny. You're probably a very bland and unoriginal person. So I will, yeah, pause the jump cuts. You'll see like faces of devils and like people like welcoming you into the circle. Yeah, set up a hidden camera in Butchop's house and make a video of highlights of the day boom viral. What the day boom viral? What's the day boom viral? That sounds cool. And yeah, so yeah, hopefully Brick Pasta does like a whole video of just jump cuts. Like you could do that. Do like a jump cut upload and call it Lego jump cut, and then just like an assault, a barrage of jump cuts. That's all it is like 17 minutes of jump cuts, and literally you don't even know what you're seeing. It's like at the end of Clockwork Orange when they hold his eyes open and make him watch stuff, all the stuff, and then it's supposed to make him better. That's what you do. Just like it doesn't even matter what the cuts jump to. Just jump it, man. Yeah. So you ever see why it started? This stream started. It has a lot to do with my work and stuff going on at work with nefarious people doing awful things to other people for no reason, doing awful things to multiple people, the same awful things, and it has to do with people, I think, obsess about things. And this is something you should obsess about because it's the most important thing in the world. Nothing else matters. Nothing. If you're not successful on YouTube, you might as well. What's the point of even being alive? You know what I mean? Like that is what God intended. That's what God said. He said, be a successful YouTuber or go down to thine hell with thine devil man. That's what he said. That's from the Bible. You can do that. Yep. And that's the thing you want to do, man. It's this is important. You know, you can buy new family members. You can buy whatever. Who cares about that stuff? You know what I mean? Like loved ones are a renewable resource, especially if you have the money. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that. And maybe I'll do, if people like this stream, I'll do a follow up, and Pasta, I can have you on as a guest. An analytics. What do they call you? You can be when I need someone to come in and kind of, I don't know what that's called, an advisor, if you will. be a celebrity or just top yourself. Exactly. Or just take what everyone else is doing. Okay, so what you want to do is watch videos that a lot of people watch. Okay, then make the same video and post it to tell those people who are watching that video to watch your video because it's the same crap. And then they're like, wow, that's so cool. Or look around on the internet for hours and find something that's like you think no one's seen. And if you put it on YouTube, then there's a whole bunch of people who didn't see it because they're too lazy to search on the internet. And they'll be like, wow, you're amazing. How did you find this cool stuff that other people did? And then you're famous. And you didn't have to do anything creative or have any thought process. It's very easy. You just rip other people off. So, yeah, analytics guru. I check my analytics every 6 minutes. I actually have a data chip in my brainstem, and every 6 minutes, it sends a message to my frontal lobe and cortex about what my analytics are doing. And if you don't, if you don't check your analytics, you're gonna die. Doctors have said this. I'm not a doctor, but I've been told by doctors that analytics keep you alive. It's like breathing or fluids, stuff like that. Analytics. So yeah, and Jigglypuff, right? If you want to be famous, that's what you do. Is you watch other people's things that tell you how to be famous, and then follow those simple steps. And then pestilence is a big one. Remember that deceit and greed combined creates a triangle. See how that would be a triangle if you took deceit, combined it to greed, it'd be a triangle. So once you have people fearing not watching your content, they'll have to, all this will fall into place. Very simple. Yeah, butt implants. People love butts. You can pretty much put a butt implant on anything and people are going to like it. You could take a dog. If you find a feral child, make them into one huge butt. And people, it's the butt child. And you make videos about the butt child until the butt child gets sick and dies because it's all it is like huge butt implants all over a little kid. Probably gets sick. That's the pestilence. And then you find another thing to put butts in, and then you get rich off that, and then you spend money on more butts. Yeah, this is just business. Is this working? Yeah, business. So that would be cool to have Business Kitty on here as a guest. But she does a lot of guest appearances, so she's probably booked for the rest of the year. And I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I hope this was like super helpful. If it wasn't, well, too bad. It wasn't actually supposed to help anyone because, this isn't, I'm not here to help you. I'm here to enjoy the rest of our life. What parts we can, we're going to enjoy it together. That's the whole point, because who cares about anything about YouTube? It does not matter at the end of the day. And if you think you're famous because you're on YouTube, then you're sick in the head because nobody knows who you are. You're not even PewDiePie, who has how many Google billions of people. If most people don't know who it is. Normal people like me don't even know what PewDiePie is. So what if there's 90 million idiots? That's a fact. There's way more than 90 million idiots. Some of them just don't even know how to turn a computer on, so they can't go sub to PewDiePie. And the Sam Bill stuff, you were here for the stream. Thank you. Yeah, it's a helpful stream. It'll get you going. It'll get your channel blow up, your blowed up channel. Imagine like a mushroom cloud, bunch of like screaming people, and you're like counting the monies because you're on YouTube, and it's like nuclear explosion. So yeah, 91 million or whatever number that is. That's how many idiots there are in the world that know how to turn on a computer. So that's a good little factoid. So 91 million know how to turn on a computer. So those are like the higher functioning idiots. 350 million. Well, I have no idea why you would know the population, but most people are so stupid they don't know how to use internet. That's why. 1 billion in the world. And the rest of the world doesn't care about PewDiePie because the rest of the world, most of the rest of the world doesn't care about memes because they have to like grow food to survive, and they take care of their children, and they do things to like learn more and better themselves. Um, and they do things. They don't watch memes for satisfaction and enjoyment. They actually like create something themselves, and they don't have to show it to everybody because they don't need the approval of other people to verify that they're creative and good. Like this whole scheme is all based on other people telling you that you're good, and you need that, and that's all that matters. Is you need to be told that you're good. If you know that you're good, none of this matters because you're happy with yourself. You love yourself, and you don't need anyone to tell you that you're a great person because you know that you are, because you care, you love yourself first. So all this goes away, and it's awesome because you live free then of any worries, especially superficial worries that don't matter. Some people get stressed if like they take a selfie and not enough people like it on Facebook. That's another pertinent issue. Like that's important. If you take a picture of yourself, especially some people take pictures of themselves like 30 times a day, 40 times a day, because you could look different in 2 minutes. You could make a different duck lip, or maybe like a goose lip, or maybe a swan lip, different types of aquatic bird lips. And then, because birds have lips, and then you take these selfies and you put them up, and other people say they approve. They're like, "Oh, that's good. You took a picture of yourself. Good job. You took a picture of yourself. Good job. We like it. We like that you can take pictures of yourself." Because that's something to be proud of. You know what I mean? Not everyone can take pictures of themselves. So, it's pretty tough work. I mean, if that was my job, 12 hours to taking pictures of myself, I'd get so bored. So props to them for being able to be that boring and stupid and vain to do that. So these are the important things. So, yeah. Well, there's Dukas, don't even get me started. There's no party differential. Both parties are the same people, just different names and different lies. One party tells you this because some people want to hear that, and one party tells you this because some people want to hear that. And really, they get together and they all do the same thing. So that's anyone who believes in parties, political parties. They should be on YouTube because they're so stupid. They'll probably believe everything they hear. Oh, Puge lives in Sweden. Okay, Jacob, but who cares? Why do you know so much about this? Are you a creeper, Jacob? That's weird. Illegals. Everyone who lives in America, Douglas, except for the Native Americans, are illegal. This country is all immigrants. They see the immigrants committed genocide on the Native peoples. There's not many of them left. So technically, no one is supposed to be here except for the Native Americans. They actually lived here, and it was their land, and they used it very wisely. They didn't destroy it. They lived in harmony with it, and what they did then is kept our ecosystem like balanced and took what they needed and lived in harmony with everything. And then we came in, we immigrated, and we said, "This is ours, and we're going to kill you. And by the way, we're going to destroy everything." And then complain about animals being in our cities because they don't belong there. Let's see, that was their habitat. Like their ancestors lived on this land that you tore down and made a parking lot, and now you're mad that they're on your parking lot. Okay, cool. Um, that's a good idea. So yeah, you have to have Instagram, Facebook, Twitters, and all that stuff because it's important. Um, you need people to constantly remind you that you're not a terrible, stupid, mindless idiot. So by getting that justification from other people that you probably don't know in real life, which is good, you want it from people that don't matter to you, and then they said tell you how great you are, and then blammo, you feel better because that's what self-esteem is about. Hey, Half Brick Films, how you doing, man? Please, everyone, if you just come in, read the description. There's rules and stuff down there. Yeah. The funny part was that the immigrants came here to get away from the imperialism of the British, right? Okay, so the imperialism of the British, uh, and then what did they do to the native people who lived here, the domestic people? Imperialistic genocide. Um, First, lightheartedly swindling them and getting them drunk and diseased, and then straight up just murder, just kill them, mass graves. And that's what they did. They wanted to separate from England, and they did it in a great way by showing that they were different than England by not doing imperialistic deeds. Oh wait, they did do that. Crap. Well, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense then. Yeah, get people to watch your videos and just make it so they are scared to miss them. Drive fear into their hearts. Scams, lies, make them blackmail. You can use blackmail, bribery, anything that you have at your disposal that doesn't involve you doing any real work. Yeah, here are the blankets. Smallpox is new to your country, so we're going to give you a whole bunch of this new disease, pestilence. And now you're going to follow us on YouTube. So now all the Native Americans have to follow us immigrants on YouTube. I'm not supposed to be here, but I didn't make the original choice. And the people who did make that choice for me didn't know any better, because they were lied to about the history of the world, as most people are. They get the sugar-coated cotton candy history of the world, and everything's hunky-dory. Everyone's like, yay! So, yeah. Sorry that it's getting real. Somehow it does all connect to the graph, because right here you have the betrayal of the immigrants to their own country, England, and to the Native Americans of the country they stole. So the betrayal is going like this. Lots of betrayal. You got fake frauds. They say you give us that gold, that junky gold, we'll give you some beads. We got beads for you. Glass. Rare glass. That's gonna go like that. Lies. They say, we want to be your friend. And it all connects back to YouTube, because YouTube was founded on the genocide and the deceit created by the American dream, which is no longer real. And the people thriving for that are going to be sadly mistaken when they wake up. Anyway, so if you want this cash, do a lot of shop talk. Talk to other YouTubers. If you see a YouTuber, don't talk to them don't say, how are you doing? Don't say, how's your family? Don't say, oh, I love that thing you built. Say, how do you get subs? How do you trick people? What do you got to do to get these people to fall for your scams? That's what you do. You talk shop. And the more you talk shop, the more you learn that you're all doing the same thing and it's not working. So anyway, thank you all for coming. I hope this was educational and very useful to everyone here. I'm sure it was. It was helpful for me. I got a lot of internals out, a lot of realness, and hopefully I helped you make it big on YouTube, just like me. Just remember, when you make it big on YouTube, you don't talk to people that aren't big on YouTube. So, like, if you see me around and you're bigger than me on YouTube, don't even say hi. I'll understand, because I will know your analytics. I'll have all your numbers memorized. You have all my numbers memorized. We know where we are on the ladder of importance. Okay? So it's not about the person's individuality or their creativeness. That's what's that for? I mean, just latch onto someone who is doing something cool, use them up, spit them out, find someone else. Okay?